and 7. From the gun, here's Newton. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. Rohrwasser's kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's White. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Ball carrier.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Tremaine Edmonds.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Newton. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you've got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, or if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run with a rookie from Utah. This is Zach Moss. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And he's going to get this one down near the 45 Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll run with Moss. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no one there to stop it. Hits it the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin with Michel at the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And it's Michel once again. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
The ball carrier.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So after the INT, it's Allen finding Knox there, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now a run with Moss. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Ball carrier.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He's brought down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Again, it's Michelle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now White. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Tremaine Edmonds.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman, 61 yards. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
They'll roll him out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle. Going with Moss on the ground.
They're not even trying to do anything.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll run on first down with Moss. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was brought down by Jason McCourty.
On second down, here's a run with Moss. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
3rd and 7.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. To throw is Allen. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And they will take a knee here. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee
on the keeper.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.